Good morning, guys. I got a pretty red bird over here. Been singing. That'd be neat to see it. Boy, the grass is really dry. Things is dried out. The rain has gone away for a while. The lazy days of summer is upon us. I've scared up 2 rabbits walking down through here. These are pretty flowers. Sometimes they got little bugs in them. You can come in and see them. They're real little bitty, little black cased bug on them. Just neat to see. But anyway, we're headed down in the sunlight. Let's see. We'll shut this off till I get. I thought I better turn that back on. Make sure it's working. The sunlight makes it hard to see. It makes streaks in the camera. I can't get didn't get the lens cleaned up, I guess. Good enough when I left home. Look at them pretty flowers. They got a neat glow to them. It looks like they can almost glow in the dark. Imagine how God makes all this beauty, you know, and it's everywhere. This is a milk thistle, and they have a big bloom come out on top of it, but those plants, people will usually cut them out, take them out. They take over your property, and they're hard to get rid of, but they do have some medical benefits to them. But you know, I'm learning about all that stuff. There's medical benefits to things, and sometimes it's good to know that. Let's see, what's over in there? I keep hearing things. Oh, these trees are pretty. These big old leaves here. This is a redbud tree. Isn't that neat, them big old leaves on them? Yep. I'm going to face the sunlight. We're going around it. Come down here. See, last time I was at the pond, there was a hoot owl sitting in this, get over here out of the sun so I can show y'all. There was a hoot owl sitting in this tree, a big one. Then that rascal took off, and when he flew out of the tree, he swooped down almost to the water and went out that hole over there to the left of the pond. So that was pretty neat to see. Boy, there's a nice cool spot over there. Let's walk over there and have a seat by the spring. I was looking up the word honor, because today's in Ephesians 2, or Ephesians 6, verse 2, said honor your father and mother. So I looked that word honor up, and it says value. Okay? In value. So honor your mother and father. Marcia and I were talking about that. And you know, sometimes parents can be a real doozy. And to bring honor to them, to honor them, sometimes is a challenge. And you know, when they're when you have abusive parents, and you all know the stories behind, there's so much abuse in this world. But when parents are like that, how can you honor them? You know, and it's just one of those things, you know, one of them words honor. And it's just, I don't know. But that's a pretty picture, ain't it? Up through there. Yeah. That'd be pretty. Hang on, I gotta set up my camera up here. Make a pretty picture. That is pretty up through there. Alright, so they only had 3 references to this. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 2, which says, honor your father and mother, which is the first precept with a promise. Now, I pulled these references. I went through them. There was just a handful in Paul's letters, and maybe just a handful more out of the whole Bible. So here's what we got out of Paul's letters: that it may be becoming well with you, and you should be a long time on the earth. Ephesians 6:3. Now, an elderly man you should not be upbraiding, but be entreating him as a father, the younger men as brethren, the elder women as mothers, the younger as sisters, in all purity. Widows be honoring, who are really widows. Now if any widow has children or descendants, let them learn to be devoted to their own husbands first, and reciprocate by paying their progenitors, for this is welcome in God's sight. 1 Timothy 5:1-4. For therefore you are settling taxes also, for they are God's ministers, perpetuated for this self same thing. Render to all their dues, to whom tax, to whom tribute, to whom fear, to whom honor. Romans 13, verse 6 and 7. So those are the references to Ephesians 6, verse 2. And I don't add the scripture, so put that up, get that out of my, I don't have to see it. How's that? No, there's something to honor. Sometimes it's hard to see how we can bring honor to a parent. And you look at them and think hard, how can I bring honor? But it's one of those things that's hard to understand, and I can't I have nothing to add to it. All right. Anyway, let's see here. Turn around here, and it's a good place to come out and hang out. It sure is. Sitting in that chair across the way and do some fishing. We come down one day this week and caught us a big mess of fish out of this. Had 2 meals out of it. It's pretty neat. Come down and catch some fish, take it home, and they clean it up, and you take all the cleanings that you clean the fish up, and you put all that leftover stuff in the garden, bury it, and it adds more nutrients to your soil. So that's always good to have. Pretty neat. But anyway, it's going to be a warm weekend. We've got Marcia and I are going to drive up to Kansas City for the 4th of July, I believe. So we're up there hanging out. See our children up there and our grandkids. We got a daughter and a son up there, and they both have 2 kids. So we have youngins up there we need to go see. So that's what we're going to do the weekend. There, Lord willing, the creek don't rise. Anyway, let's go see what God's got for us. Y'all ready? It's going to be an awesome day tomorrow. Y'all get this on Friday, if I remember. I think today's Thursday. I think. I don't know. I've been wrong. I've been wrong before, but I'm who knows? I may be right on the money. This may be Thursday. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, let's go see what God's got for us. Marsh and I appreciate y'all hanging out with us. Really do. Yeah, I do. And the comments, they're just awesome. Anyway, grace and peace, and we'll talk to y'all tomorrow. See you then.